This is the crazy story about a silly satirical mod that I made for the video game Duke Nukem over 23 years ago that went way more viral than I ever anticipated and changed the course of my life. Quest for Al-Qaeda, the hunt for bin Laden.
The hunt for Al-Qaeda has moved from the battlefield now to the computer screen. Jesse Patria has developed a computer game called Quest for Al-Qaeda.
How many people? 2 million people have downloaded
About 2
this?
million people have downloaded.
This is called Quest for Al-Qaeda.
And joining us right now from Sacramento is Jesse Petrilla. He is the video game designer who at just age 18 created the wildly successful Quest for Al-Qaeda game.
So it all started back in 1997, my freshman year of high school. I was a nerd, a real nerd. I enjoyed hanging out with other nerds, holding LAN parties and making levels for Doom and Duke Nukem. But one thing I like doing with Duke is making total conversions, modifying the game, changing the art, the sound, the graphics, the levels, all of it as much as I could. And one thing that was neat about that game is it came with all of the tools to make those modifications on the game CD. Another game I really enjoyed playing back in the 90s, like so many other kids back then as well, was Wolfenstein 3D. And 14-year-old me had the brilliant idea of creating a Duke Nukem total conversion of my high school meets Wolfenstein. The story was where Nazis had taken over the school and you have to blast your way through, killing all the Nazis and saving the day. There weren't any students or teachers in the game, but unfortunately, my timing was not ideal. I finished it about a week prior to Columbine happening. And so lots of the teachers and administrators who were largely supportive of me before suddenly turned against me, and I was actually expelled for the semester. It wasn't until my mother threatened to sue the school that they let me back in. But I didn't let it discourage me. I continued making total conversions for Duke Nukem for many years to come, including my next one, which was called Plunder and Pillage, which was a pirate-themed game that I never actually finished because it would morph into Quest for Al-Qaeda. So once 9/11 happened, I quickly started changing Plunder and Pillage into Quest for Al-Qaeda. So quickly, in fact, that when the player uses the sword weapon in Quest for Al-Qaeda, the character still says "Arr." I wanted people to be able to just download this as a standalone game without having to own Duke Nukem 3D. Usually with total conversions you have to also own the original software to avoid any copyright issues, but I knew that that would greatly limit my audience. So I decided to send an email to the creators of Duke Nukem 3D Realms, specifically to their president, Scott Miller, explaining what I was doing and asking permission. To my surprise, on February 4th, 2002, Mr. Miller replied with a very short email, I think it was just one word, that said "sure." That email sparked an incredible adventure. As soon as I finished the game, I uploaded it to several servers and started posting the link on various internet chat forums, which was the social media of the day. It got a few thousand downloads those first few days, which was pretty exciting, but then I contacted the local newspaper and they ran a full-page article. Well, then the local NBC affiliate picked it up and they decided to send a crew out to my house to do an interview.
His mother, Nancy, understandably, is very proud of her son, but she says he still has some shortcomings.
I hope maybe he'll start picking up his socks off the floor.
Well, MSNBC was watching the feed. I get a call by somebody there. I didn't know if it was a friend pranking me or what, saying, "Hey, Lester Holt wants to interview you tomorrow morning by phone." So I did this live via phone interview. It's unfortunate I don't have that clip, but I did get another call back which said, "Hey, can you come into the studio in a few days and do a live via studio interview?" So I did that with Chris Jansing.
How did you come up with the idea for this game?
Well, after September 11th, I was angry, as most Americans were, and there really wasn't an outlet to express my anger.
Next thing you know, Wired magazine contacts me. They wanted to do a story on the game as part of their featured cover story article for the following month's issue. It also was featured in Computer Games magazine. Down in Australia, there's a game magazine called PC Power Play magazine at the time, which actually included the game as part of their demo CD in one of the month's issues. It, at the end, got about 2 million downloads in 2002. Little did I know that a decade later, I would be going on a real-life quest for Al-Qaeda on an all-expense paid vacation to Afghanistan, sponsored by Uncle Sam with the United States Army. If you want to read about that quest for Al-Qaeda, here's a shameless plug. You can read my book, If It Takes 1,000 Years, available on Amazon. Back to the game. So what would come after Quest for Al-Qaeda? Well, Quest for Saddam, of course.
Quest for Saddam.
Quest for Saddam started out as another Duke Nukem TC in the build engine. In fact, I actually finished it. I called it Quest for Hussein. But technology by then was changing. Most people were on Windows XP, which had a very difficult time running old DOS games. And I knew I had to upgrade the engine. So I put out a call on internet forums asking if any independent developers wanted to help me switch over Quest for Hussein into a new engine. And I had several volunteers that came forward and helped me do it within a matter of weeks. We spit it out very quickly. This game was not to be taken seriously. It was something just for fun. But again, it went very viral.
Is it easy? Because I'm a video game dork. I'm just saying it. Is it easy?
Oh yeah, well we all know you're a dork.
Thanks, appreciate that,
no.
Jesse.
But anyone can try it.
One major difference between Quest for Al-Qaeda and Quest for Saddam, aside from the graphics, was that while I was giving away Quest for Al-Qaeda for free, Quest for Saddam I was charging for downloads. I'm a true capitalist at heart, but this allowed me to give away slices of profit to more professional folks that knew a lot more than I did at the time. Remember, I was only 19 when Quest for Saddam was finished. And this included people like marketing and distribution, that sort of thing. And unfortunately, I didn't know much about business, and I gave away virtually all the slices of the pie. But I learned a heck of a lot. One of the people that was involved in the team was a brilliant marketing guy by the name of Michael Turpin. He was a publicist at the time, and he was the one that came up with the idea for us to go to E3 2003 down in Los Angeles. That's the big video game expo, and he had so many great marketing strategies. I learned the term guerrilla marketing from him, and one of the ideas that he had was for us to get our friends there in Saddam Hussein masks as the doubles. Remember, Saddam Hussein had all these doubles running around. So we got in, I actually snuck in two of my friends on media badges. They pretended that they were part of the press, and they came and we put them in military jackets. We gave them Saddam Hussein masks. They ran around the show saying the gibberish that our character in the game was saying, humma numma numma, and passing out cards. Well, it got more media than Nintendo. We had Fox News lining up, CNN, all of the major networks, CNBC. We were the hit of the show. I remember some fun scenes there where one of the Saddam doubles actually got kicked out of the Nintendo booth when he was dancing with Pokemon, and they got all upset because all the cameras were on him. Another marketing idea that he had that we didn't go through with was to do a scavenger hunt on the exposition floor for a Saddam Hussein doll that we would hide somewhere, and we were going to call it Hide the Saddami. A few years later, something wild would happen. Al-Qaeda itself, like the actual Al-Qaeda, modified my game and turned it into Quest for Bush. And no, that's not the title of another Leisure Suit Larry game. So it was a mod of a mod of a mod of a game. That received quite a bit of press as well. When I was making this as a teenager in my bedroom, I definitely didn't expect all that would follow. But I learned a heck of a lot. I learned about business, about marketing. Most importantly, I learned that I could really influence a lot of the world around me. So without further ado, here's a playthrough of Quest for Al-Qaeda. Alright, so this is a DOS game. I'm using DOSBox in order to play it on a modern computer, so it won't have quite the feel as original hardware. It might have some issues, but you'll get the point. Quest for Al-Qaeda. Looks like it's flickering a little bit. Doesn't like the new graphics.
Barely break a sweat.
Barely break a sweat. Of course, that's my voice. This camel that you see was a stuffed toy of mine. I don't know whatever happened to it. It was a stuffed toy that I had when I was a kid. I took a picture of it from different angles, and it became the camel in both Quest for Al-Qaeda and Quest for Hussein. Ah, camel parking. The jokes of a teenager. Grab some TNT here. Prepare to die, Osama. Gotcha, you Taliban. Alright, we'll grab some ammo here. Grab some medkit. Oh, let's just stop and listen to the radio. It's playing some nice tunes. Another bad guy there. Ah, get him. Oh no, he survived. Ah. Okay, still haven't sustained too much damage.
Numma numma la la la. I got that song stuck in my head.
Alright, here's some more of the camels. Numma numma numma. Gotcha. Praise Bin Laden. Oh no. Oh. All right, these levels are pretty simple. This one's pretty short. Just gotta go through the cave. These guys are kicking my butt down to 65% health. I don't remember if I placed any health in here. Apparently I didn't. These bad guys were actually the pig cops in Duke Nukem, and I don't think I adjusted the difficulty too much, or maybe I made them even harder. In hindsight, I probably would have made them a little easier to kill. And so the second one you can run through pretty quickly. Oh, he got me. All right, I don't remember the cheat codes. It's been 24 years, and so yeah, unfortunately I don't remember them. We'll do some destruction here in the barracks. Praise Bin Laden. This level really was just about clearing the bad guys. I'll jump over here and oh no! I was hoping to get him with a sword. Oh, there's the shotgun ammo, but I forgot to pick up the shotgun in the previous level. You know, the shotgun in it, that was the one weapon that I forgot to change the graphic for. It's still the shotgun from Duke Nukem. Some more camel parking, and of course there's camels there. Oh, that's my voice. I'm the voice of the camel as well. I don't want to go in there. Don't have any ammo. So this training ground was actually, there was a video that came out around somewhere early 2000 during the war where they, I lost the weapon that I wanted. But there was a video that came out of some captured Al-Qaeda training footage, and I actually watched that to try to copy it. I'm just gonna speed run through this one. The exit is right over here. You don't need to kill anybody. You can just actually jump over the fence and go right to the end. So not very well thought out, that one. But yeah, my time was 13 seconds there. All right, so I hate to start this out without any good weapons, but I placed one there. Some of these are pretty challenging. I don't know, we'll see how far I can get. There's a secret right here I'll show you in a second after I kill these guys. I forgot what I put back here. Yeah, med kit, all kinds of stuff. Much better. So this is one thing I enjoyed making this scene here, where it was like a little oasis. I don't know why I just killed that camel. Oh no, there's two more. I'm just gonna leave. Run away, run away! Alright, remember this was pretty challenging getting through this cave over here. Got 66. Okay, gave myself some. Oh, hide behind the camera. There's just too many of them. I've got some guys behind me too. I think I put a med kit on the other side. I don't remember. I did, yes. We're down to 58%. There it is. Alright. Prepare for jihad. What does this say? What does the sign say? I don't remember. Humma numma numma. Oh man, where's he at? He's right there. Let's see. Numma numma yourself. You know, there was him saying humma numma numma. This came out before Team America World Police. I was at a party in Hollywood in 2002, and I actually gave, I think it was 2, it might have been 3, I think it was 2. I gave the agent to Trey Parker and Matt Stone a copy of this game. And they thought it was the funniest thing. I mean, they being the agent. And so I am convinced, because Team America came out a few years later, or a few months later, and there it is, Durka, Durka, Durka. And so I take credit. I am convinced that I helped inspire them for the Team America World Police bad guy sound. All right, let's, but I can't prove that. There we go. This is Bin Laden's palace here. Getting down to 40%. Man, not doing so well. I'm using keyboard-only controls, by the way, like a real OG gamer. Of course, there's Al Jazeera. There's Camel Cola and a flyer. Humma Numma. All right, let's keep searching for this Bin Laden. Where's he at? Where's he at? Humma Numma Numma. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Okay, grab some armor. Okay, anybody in here? Nope. Of course, there's Bin Laden with a mug with Bin Laden's face on it. Ah! Oh! Dead already. Let's try again. All right. Okay. Numma numma numma. Oh man. Oh, I should have gotten to get the yellow key. Okay, got my med kit. Alright, we clean this out. Alright, get him, get him. Okay. Prepare for jihad. I'm out of ammo. Alright. This is gonna be it. I'm gonna get it. No, no.
So this is where it was hiding.
Should have put a weapon down here. Oh no, he's followed me in. I made the sword pretty strong. So if you do run out of ammo, you can kill them. You slice them up. Okay, that's what I needed. There we go. 77% health. I've got a chain gun. I'm doing okay. This is it. Got a med kit there. This is gonna be it. I'm gonna win this one. Got the yellow key. I just went past those guys. This is the yellow key. Okay, nobody hiding there. Got the blue key now. This is the key to Bin Laden's bedroom. Alright, should I kill these two guys? Should I risk it? Okay, we're gonna find him. This is Bin Laden.
Damn, there's nothing but a bunch of camels in here, and none of them smell as bad as Osama.
Alright, completed that one. Whew, it was hard. Okay. This is just another cave. This is not the cave where Osama bin Laden is hiding. That's later. So in the original version of the game, this was the end of the game. It just faded out with some text. I rushed it out so quickly where I didn't quite finish it, but I just gave a little summary and this was the end. But some really good level designers, better than I, two of them actually in the Netherlands, got together and they finished this level. So this is where their work starts. And then I made a few other additions as well. But this is all starting right here where you come out of the cave. This is somebody else. And so it was Kevin Cools and Fakir Baba or something like that was his nickname on there. But there were some, they were very talented. All right. Very good level. I don't quite remember how to get around in this level. We'll see if I can survive. Not doing so bad. Yeah, he designed it with things to hide around. There are a lot of bad guys. Never actually met him. I connected with him later and stayed in touch, but I've been to the Netherlands a few times, but have yet to meet them in person and thank them for the hard work they did on completing Quest for Al-Qaeda. Yeah, I actually released these as a map pack later that people could download and add to it, but ultimately merged it and made it into a finished game. So I don't want to accidentally fire that and blow myself up. I should probably save it. Alright, we'll save it here. Alright, I wonder if I could fire this without... Nah, I'm not gonna risk it.
Praise Bin Laden!
Praise Bin Laden! Some more chain gun ammo, and there's the radio, of course. Alright, don't quite remember where to go. I think it was actually in that building. Let's see. He did a good job of putting the sprites there to make it look like it's more 3D. Was it here? Let's see. Or was it here? Ah, it's here. Yes. Into the cave. Oh man. Let's get the... All right, survived that one. Okay. Let's continue mission. Ah, that's the end of that level. Ah, there it is. Not where Osama bin Laden is hiding.
Prepare to die, Osama.
All right, so I put all the ammo you need.
Prepare to die, Osama.
All right, let's see if I could get him. I think the best one to use, probably this. Ah, he screams like a girl. Stupid American. Oh man. Let's see, where'd he go? Where's he at? There he is. Grab some more health here. Ah, he's coming around. All right, we got him. Okay, he screamed like a girl. And that should be the end. There it is. After fighting your way past Al-Qaeda guards, you find a small, weak little man wearing a turban. He says to you, "Humma numma numma." You then realize this man is bin Laden. You quickly jump on him and beat him into submission. Years of torture and rape await him. You have completed your mission. Humma numma numma. Well, there you have it. Quest for Al-Qaeda. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this. Have a nice day.